if anything happens to me, then President William Ruto must be held to account. Those were the words of the outgoing Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua just after he left the hospital. Let me just give you the environment of that speech that was around there. Now, when he was saying all those words, the wife was present, some legislators were there, and some politicians, of course, were present. And the media people who actually captured this information. What was the intention of Rigathi Gachagua? Those words and the intention of Rigathi Gachagua are going to form the basis of this analysis, but kindly before I do so, please, if this is the first time you're watching our videos, please make sure that you subscribe, like, and comment, because that is the best support you can always give this channel. For those who've been coming back, I want to thank you so much because you've really given me good support, because I'm almost 2,000 subscribers. Now, let me dive into the topic today. What were the objectives of Rigathi Gachagua after saying that his life is in danger from such kind of a tough statement? First of all, we want to say that Rigathi Gachagua gave 2 accounts of attempts to assassinate him, and all these accounts he has implicated them to William Samoei Arap Ruto. What is the indication of this? The war has just begun. So we are going to expect a tough war between Rigathi Gachagua and of course the President of the Republic of Kenya, that is President William Samoei Ruto. I know William Ruto is going to dispatch his lieutenants to go and attack Rigathi Gachagua, but as far as the mountain politicians are concerned, so far as always, I've always said that Rigathi Gachagua is the strongest when it comes to speaking to the people of the mountain. So basically, he's going to outshine them. But we can't underrate William Ruto because he always has tactics to ensure that he has managed some of these political opponents. Now, something I want to tell you is that Rigathi Gachagua said these words with some objectives in mind. One of them, he has already foreseen a possibility where the government is going to use state agencies to harass him. What do I mean? Already there are rumors going around that he has been summoned by the DCI to report there and actually maybe give statement on some of the few things that he has said. And that is just an example of strategies that are going to be laid to ensure that he has been intimidated, to keep him quiet, just like it happens to Matiang'i and even President Uhuru Kenyatta, because he's quiet actually since William Ruto started harassing his family. Now, therefore, the outgoing Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua has already foreseen this, and he knows very well that if he keeps quiet, if he does not hit hard, there's a possibility that William Ruto is going to come for him. So that the objective number 1 is that he's trying to control the effect, actually even the attack from the president using the government agencies like the DCI and the NIS and many others. Now, another thing that he has in mind as far as this speech is concerned, it is the fact that Rigiji knows very well that he has to target President William Ruto. And the reason why he has to target President William Ruto is that is the only way he can remain relevant in this period of 3 years that is going to be out of government, because already the government has made decision with William Ruto that is going to leave the government. So that means Rigiji might overturn the issue with the courts, of course, the issue of impeachment, but the fact remains that he will not work in William Ruto's government. And if he stays there, nevertheless, he's still going to be an outsider, an opposition within the government. So therefore, that means that Rigiji has to ensure that it remains relevant, and the only way he can do that is by fighting the person who is in power, that is President William Samoei Ruto. And actually, he has even indicated some of the things that is going to start from the cost of living, and even the reason as to why he has been impeached by President William Ruto. Already in his long speech that he gave, some of you have watched it, it was very clear that some of the things that he was raising were injuring the common mwananchi, but William Ruto did not listen. As a result, they opted to kick him out from the government. That is a clear indication that he's going to go head on with the President of the Republic of Kenya. I don't know what he's going to manage, but let me see in the comment section. Now, another thing I want to say is that Rigiji is also thinking of so many things. One of them is that he is trying to ensure that he has advanced his politics in the mountain. You know, we all know that the people of the mountain right now know very well that Rigiji has really been treated badly. And this is a great betrayal, especially to the efforts that the people of Mount Kenya had made to ensure that William Ruto is in power. So, some of them are also saying that President William Ruto, he disturbed Uhuru Kenyatta. He was always fighting him here and there. He always left him to work alone. But President Uhuru Kenyatta did not attempt to bring even an impeachment motion to the National Assembly. But now, when it comes to Rigathi Gachagua, he has gone ahead to bring an impeachment motion, which has resulted in Rigathi Gachagua being impeached by the National Assembly and both, actually by also the Senate. So this indicates very well that William Ruto has already betrayed the mountain by kicking their son out of government, which President Uhuru Kenyatta from the mountain did not do that. And now, Rigathi Gachagua must always remind the people of the mountain that this gentleman has betrayed us. William Ruto has betrayed us despite voting for him overwhelmingly. So he's going to constantly ensure that he has mentioned what he has been going through, and actually some of the things that have resulted to his impeachment, and even some of the things that William Ruto is planning to do for the people of Kenya that are going to be harsh. And actually William Ruto now has to prepare, because we are going to have a serious opposition, particularly from Rigathi Gachagua, the man himself. Now, another thing I want to say here, it is that Rigathi Gachagua is indicating also a bit of opposition coming forward. Is now already indicating to the people of Kenya that actually one thing you have to know is that one of the things that is lacking in the country right now is the opposition, an active opposition, because Raila Amolo Odinga was deemed to be the opposition leader, but he joined the government. So after joining government, the opposition was left vacant, and Kenyans, as a result, they are suffering because of the punitive measures that are being taken by the government, especially on taxation, and also trying to pay loans and many other things in this country, including things like introducing policies that are not friendly to the common mananchi. So therefore, there's missing gap of opposition. Rigathi Gachagua is now bringing it, and mark you, if he comes out strongly to ensure that he has opposed the government, to ensure at least some of the punitive measures he's bringing on board are actually rejected and also withdrawn, that means that the people of Kenya are going to adopt him as the opposition leader, and coming in 2027, the mind of Kenya is going to change. As far as Rigiji is concerned, one thing we have to know is that Rigiji lost the favor of the entire nation because of the shareholding sentiments that he made in various parts of the country. And now, if he goes after William Ruto, particularly on the punitive measures that he's going to bring, that means he's going to redeem himself and actually join among the list of the national leaders we have currently. We know very well that William Ruto is the one who went to the mountain, looked for Rigiji, and trusted him because he could deliver. And will Rigiji ensure that the mountain has voted for him actually more than 80%. Now, what this means is that William Ruto and the entire nation knows very well that for him to leave power, the mountain people must vote against him. So therefore, it's very clear that if Rigiji comes on board to oppose William Ruto, that will be a good indication to the rest of the country that at least the hopes of getting William Ruto out of office, because we all agree, it's conventional that right now William Ruto is not wanted in government because of the kind of leadership that is offering, actually the kind of governance that we're experiencing from him. Everyone is saying that the country is experiencing the worst moments than any other times before, and that means very well that we are all dissatisfied by what William Ruto is doing. However, there are few who are satisfied, but most of us as a country, we are dissatisfied by what he's doing. So therefore, Rigathi Gachagua coming in as an opposition leader is going to give hope for us as a country, because one thing that we need right now as a country is hope that tomorrow we are going to have better leaders in power. Whether Rigiji is impeached or not, if he takes on William Ruto, I'm telling you, you'll get the support of Kenyans. You'll get the support of Kenyans because we all want William Ruto to be held into account. In simple terms, the war has just begun, and we're going to see tough words or sentiments being made against William Ruto. And William Ruto is likely going to keep quiet while his lieutenants will come out, but the fact remains the government agencies are going to go for Rigiji. Let's wait ESCC to call him. Let's wait for the DCI to keep summoning him. Let's wait for the police to raid his home, because those are the normal tactics usually the government usually uses against some of the people opposing it. Abduction might not be possible, but some of the people around Rigiji are going to be abducted. But we want to believe that the rule of law is going to be respected, and not just for Rigiji, but any other Kenyan. That is my video there and there. Kindly, if this is the first time once again you're watching our videos, please make sure that you subscribe, like, and comment, because that is the best support you can always give Mukwa Times.